From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, Fire and Emergency says the wildfire at Tongariro Forest Park could have been catastrophic if the wind had changed. The blaze, which broke out yesterday afternoon, is now covering 1,100 hectares, prompting closures of trails in a section of State Highway 47. 8 helicopters and 3 fixed-wing aircraft are waterbombing the fire, supported by ground crews. Assistant Commander Craig Gold says they worked at pace to rescue dozens of hikers.
We quickly started evacuating them back to their cars via the track. However, the smoke became too much for that to be an option, so we moved to using one of our local helicopters to evacuate them.
Passengers are cooling their jets at airports across America as the government shutdown sees thousands of flights cancelled or delayed. Federal aviation employees, fed up with working unpaid, are calling in sick, leading to a staffing shortfall. On Friday, the Federal Aviation Authorities demanded 40 airports reduce their flights, only adding to the disruption. Passenger Elisa Mintz told CNN hours of delays mean she's missed her connecting flight and will be stranded at her next destination.
We're kind of grateful in a way that we're getting through this before Thanksgiving and Christmas. Everything else, we're just going to stick to driving or staying home probably.
New data finds parents aren't having to choose between power and food or Christmas presents for their kids. Variety's annual survey shows almost 90% of caregivers believe they'll struggle to put food on the table, and 92% say Christmas presents will be out of reach. It's warned the coming Christmas is looking set to be one of the worst in recent history for children living in poverty. CEO Susan Glasgow says for many struggling families, Christmas is not a season to look forward to, but a time of dread and humiliation. She says this comes down to the cost of living and high rent and utility prices. West Auckland's native bird hospital, Birdcare Aotearoa, has teamed up with the Wellness Support Trust to help birds and young people. That's news. In sport, Damian McKenzie's revealed how he kept his body in play against the odds to score a decisive try in the All Blacks' 25-17 win over Scotland in Edinburgh. The impact back scored in the left-wing corner to break a late deadlock.
Just a bit of luck and being able to stay in there in the corner, and it helps when you've got a great full pick. So we had an advantage, so you got a bit of a free play and a free shot at it. So yeah, just glad I was able to get it down.
Meanwhile, 14-man South African side have scored 3 late tries to overwhelm France, 32-17 in Paris. Formula One Championship leader Lando Norris has claimed pole position for tomorrow's Brazilian Grand Prix, and Liam Lawson has qualified 7th. In Premier League football, leaders Arsenal have drawn 2-2 away to Sunderland, while the same scorelines resulted between Tottenham and Manchester United. Chelsea's eased past the Wolves 3-0. That's sport. I'm Sandy Hodge.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.